Okay. 44 foot-pounds. That scared the shit out of me, bro. Fuck. That is so scary. I don't know why it scares the shit out of me to do that. I don't know, for some reason I feel like these plugs are not supposed to be 44 foot-pounds for some reason. Oh shit. Alright, that one's done. So we got those two done. I'm not going to do the other one because I need to God damn it, roll over. Oh fuck. Alright. I'm not gonna do the, well, I don't have a size to do this big one, but this other one right here, the small one, I'm not gonna do that one just yet because I need to leave it out or loose. That way I can prime the engine like that. And then this one, I don't even have a size to fit that right now, so we'll do that shit later. For now though, we have the rotating assembly fully assembled, so we need to install the oil pan and windage tray and all that stuff. I do know that the windage tray goes on first. It's 18 foot-pounds. And then the pickup tube that goes onto the oil pump is 106 inch-pounds. And then the oil pan is 18 foot-pounds. Front cover is 18 foot-pounds. Rear cover is 18 foot-pounds. So I want to install the oil pan first, or windage tray, all that stuff first. So let's do that real quick. As you can see, it says, oh, let me make sure the camera's right. Turn you up a little bit. It says rear like this. And in case you want to know the part number, it's right here. It's 12558. It's kind of hard to see, but there it is. That's the part number. And this just goes on here just like that. Okay. It looks spicy. Oh, I don't. Perfect. So let's go ahead and put the pickup tube in place. Oh shit, we gotta get the right oil seal. Sorry, my bad. Where's my melting pump thing? Yeah, here it is. Okay. I'm pretty sure mine's gonna be the green one. And yeah, I'm pretty sure it's the green one because it was the green one. Pretty sure it's gonna be the green one. Oh, what I mean by that is like the green seal. So, and it tells you when you order the melting pumps or oil pumps, it'll give you a. I'm just go ahead and just put it right there. It'll tell you what it is. So it says. Basically, it says the oil pump uses two different O-rings depending on the design of your pickup tube that installs to the pump. If the tube looks like either figure 1 or OE O-ring was red, then use the green O-ring. Now mine wasn't red, I mean this is whatever, but it says if the pickup tube looks like figure 2 or OE O-ring was blue, use the black one. So this one's saying if it has like a double step type of thing, or if it's tapered, then use that one. If it's a straight in one, then use the black one. Oh, sorry, I probably can't see that. So if the pickup tube comes out just straight out like that at the end, or use the black one. If it's tapered, where it's kind of like small, then goes out big, use the green one. If it's a groove like that, then you use the green one. So let's look at mine. And let's see. Mine looks to be tapered. Well, as soon as I can get it to focus. Yeah, mine is definitely tapered. I'm just trying to find it. Hold on. Can you please focus, bitch? Oh my God. How close do you want me to get, ho? It is locked on that fucking engine. Jesus Christ. Hold on. Okay, damn. So as you can see, kind of starts out small and it spreads out a little bit towards the end. You see what I mean? So that way it tells me that it's tapered. So I'll just go ahead and face it back towards the engine. And before I even, hold on. So 84 to 87. So luckily we bought one of these thingies. I already know it's tapered, but I just want to mess with it some more. So let's turn this bad boy on. What is that, millimeters or inches? Where'd the paper go? That is inches. So let's keep it in inches and let's measure. I'm just curious to see what it is going to be. So we measure it at the bottom. Ooh, we got to do this in front of the camera so you can see it. If we measure this, god damn it, just bought this bitch. Okay, so if we measure it at the bottom, which is just the bottom part. Ow, that's stabbing me. It says 84 inches, right? That's at the bottom. You can see where it's connected to it at the bottom. If we move it to the top, I'm gonna go to the tippity top, like that. We're at 86 inches, which is close to what they said. On the paper, it says if it's tapered, the bottom part should be 84, and the tippity top, as close as I can get, 87. I got 86, but that's because I wasn't all the way at the top like that. So it looks like mine is definitely tapered, which means I'm going to be using the green O-ring. And all you gotta do, grab your tube and slide it right over. Just like that. I know it's blurry. The fucking thing keeps on focusing on the engine, but whatever. And that's it. So, move you over here, just so you can see a little better. And that's pretty much where I want you, right there. So I'm gonna grab my assembly lube bottle, grab some little lube off the top, and I'm just gonna rub it around this O-ring, just like that. Grab some more. I'm just grabbing off the surface dust of it, poison, whatever you wanna call it. Rub it around that O-ring. And as you can see, the O-ring is now nice and glistening, shiny. That's how I want it. You can put oil in it too, doesn't matter. But I just wanted to use that. So, and that's how my pickup tube lines up right there. Now, for this part, just want y'all to see this actually. This is going to kind of like pop in place whenever you push it in, right? So, just like that. All the way in there. Booyah. That's gonna be 106 inch-pounds. I will torque that up when I go grab it because it's in the garage. So let's do these little windage tray bolts, and then we'll come back and do the pickup tube real quick. So obviously gotta put one right there for the pickup tube. These are gonna be a little they're gonna give you some tension early on, and that's because they're locking nuts. So they need to be kind of really coerced on there because they're locking nuts. They're supposed to stay locked down and resist vibrations and shit. So that's how these work pretty much. All right, last one. Slide the pickup tube in place. And let's put this bolt in there. Perfect. All right, 106 inch-pounds. Here we go. That I don't like it. That's so weird. Pull the oil pan out. I just put down a few bolts, one over there, and two in the front. That way I can line up the rear cover and line up the front cover. So Did that. There was a baffle inside the oil pan, and I just pulled the baffle bolts out, put some blue Loctite on them, and I just snugged them right back up. I don't know what they're torqued to. They're probably torqued to like 89 foot-pound or inch-pounds or fucking, I don't know, 106 inch-pounds. I don't know what they were torqued to, bro, but they were torqued to something. So that's all we did with that. I also have one of these, just like rear cover aligning tool. It just goes in there pretty much. This is the best way I could really show y'all what I'm doing. So obviously my surface down is already clean. Let me pop this old seal out right here. I'm just gonna pop it out real quick. With like a flathead or some shit like that. I'm gonna push it through. It should be pretty easy because I have a new one anyway. God damn, I'm not tripping too much. Got it. Damn. Yeah, I wonder what I was hammering at first. Oh, I see. That's good. Alright, cool. Old one is out. Throw that right. Oh shit! Throw that right in the trash. So I don't miss this time. Alright, perfect. So, this is the rear cover gasket that I have. Felpro. That's the part number at the bottom. The BS, what it starts with. So, let's move on. Let's go ahead and cut her open. And might as well just turn the camera around. Y'all can kind of see what I'm doing here. Yeah. Now, this rear cover aligning tool doesn't really work well with this in there, so I'm not going to put this in yet. I'm just going to keep it out for now. This is our gasket. There's no indication of which way it should go. But obviously, I don't think it actually matters, but there is a sharp edge. And there's like a rounded edge. So I'm going to guess the flat edge is probably going to go against the, oh wait, never mind, I'm stupid. It's telling me right here. Hold on. Let's figure it out. Never mind. Oh, the gasket only goes one way. I'm done. Cool. Cool. Alright. Let's slide her in there. So, obviously the engine is upside down, so we need to put this in upside down like that. So, let me grab a couple of bolts to get them ready in my pocket, so that way I won't have to struggle trying to fish for some bolts. Alright. Let's go ahead and get this on there. Let me see. Remember, before you put the rear cover on, you have to get that barbell plug in there, and I believe that is going to be it. So let me very gently slide this up in there, and I will just get a couple of these bolts started. So, oh shit. Well, first things first, let me get one on this side. So, let me pull it out real quick so I'm losing it. This is not easy to do with the fucking engine stand in the way. I don't know why. Alright. That one's threaded in there. Okay, perfect. Alright, so now we need to align it. So, I'm gonna grab this tool like this, and it's supposed to stick right over the crank. And let me actually get it off. Let me get the cover off a little bit first, so I can stick this tool inside the cover a little bit. So hold on, give me a second. Okay, I think we got it now. Okay, I think we're good. Yeah, we're around the cover and we're around the crank and we're inside the cover. So Now I'm going to thread every single bolt in there. Perfect, that's what I wanted. Now I can kind of get that bolt massaged through the gasket so I can hold it. And that might help me get it into the cover. I think I just got it. So. And that one is snug. Okay. So now I know that these two bottom bolts for the rear cover are snug. Now I want to go ahead and get the rest of these bolts in. Okay. We're missing one down there. Come on now. Get in there, baby. We got 4 more. There it is. Oh, that one's the worst. Maybe it's not actually. There it is. Can't even get it to actually thread. Come on. Why you gotta be so rude? Don't you know I'm human too? Okay. All right. One more. Just right here. Oh, that's so hard to get to. Oops, sorry. Maybe under? Maybe under? Come on. No! No! Perfect. We officially have this rear cover on. It is obviously flush with the oil pan. All I did was I torqued the oil pan down first. Just these 2 bolts right here, and then that way I had the cover moved all the way like up and flat against this. Then I torqued all these down to push it against the block, and then I loosened these up because I need to get in there again anyway. So now I know that when I put the oil pan back on, I torque these up again right here, perfectly fine. So I am good with that, man. I have no complaints there. So all these bolts are torqued up to 18 foot-pounds except for this one, and this one. I can't get to those because these little things are in the way. So gotta go find my 10mm crow's foot to get to those, and then we'll be good. And it did not. Whatever. So let's install the harmonic balancer just a bit, and that will allow me to do it. So in case you ever wonder what you should buy to install a harmonic balancer on one of these LS engines, like this is the LS3, whichever one's similar. This is an LS7 harmonic balancer bolt, a stock LS7 OEM harmonic balancer bolt. It's longer, and you can just use it. Comes with this big ass washer. You can just use that to put on your fucking, or put on your cover or whatever. So you just take a normal socket, 24mm. Just run this balancer on there. Just extend this. Oh no, a little bit too long then. All right. Ah, scared the shit out of me. And you just run it up until it's basically in there. Oh, I'm spinning the engine. Damn it. I don't know how I can continue this without spinning the engine. I will try to hold it in the meantime. The front cover is tight. Doesn't want to go anywhere. That's because the balancer is what centers it. That's what centers the front cover. Perfect. Just did this one, yeah. Yeah. So you don't have to actually seat the harmonic balancer all the way down. Just once you get it inside the seal, you'll see the front. Just leave the front cover loose. All the bolts loose. And then once you get the seal or the crank inside that seal, it'll center the front cover. And then you can just go ahead and, you know, torque all the bolts from there. So, just gonna get this off now. This is so dangerous. And that's it. LS7 crank bolt. Down to live another day. In case you wonder what they look like next to each other, LS3 crank bolt, LS7 crank bolt. Yeah, that's why this one works as a good tool to install it. And it's strong as fuck. Okay, so we officially have the front cover installed with its seal. We have the rear cover installed with its seal. These are all torqued up. The rear cover, we still have 3 we need to torque up. And we can just pull this off later with one of those jaw pullers or whatever, and then we're good to go. So, but that's it. Let's go ahead and loosen up this oil pan, and we need to pull it off tomorrow because we're gonna have some bolts coming in for the windage tray, and then we'll be done. So let's just loosen these up. God damn it. Alright guys, going through what I did today. So, formula for this, if you have one of those, this shit right here, if you have one of these crank aligning tools, rear cover aligning tools, you can use it, but it has to go in there without the seal. If you have the seal already in there, you can just kind of align it with like a flat ruler or a flat piece of metal that's really flat. And that'll help you get it too. It's whatever, it's still possible. Put it in there with the tool. Made it up to the oil pan first. Make sure you have the oil pan down, right? It probably doesn't have to be torqued, but it does need to be seated down all the way onto the surface of the block. And then you want to bring the cover up to the oil pan. Up to the oil pan first. Or sorry, we're upside down, so I'm saying up, but you know it's technically down, but whatever. Made it up to the oil pan first. That way it brings the cover flat here. It flattens it right here against the gasket. Then you tighten down the cover against the block, which all these bolts, right? And then what you do, and what I did is I just torqued some of these down. I got to all the ones I can get to, and then I just backed off these bolts, and that's it. So now I know that it's centered in the middle and all around the sides because the tool was in there. And it's also lined up with this level right here. So I can pull this oil pan off and do what I want to do with the windage tray and do whatever to put all the bolts on the windage tray, and I can put it back on and not be worried at all. Same thing with here. You don't need an aligning tool for this one. They do make them. You can buy a whole kit for $25. The kit comes with the front one, the back one, and an oil pan like silhouette cutout, or that you can use instead of an oil pan, an actual oil pan. To basically, it mimics the oil pan as if it was there, using on both sides, and it's perfect. So same thing, rear cover, install it loose, right? All the bolts. And then you made it up to the oil pan first, but this will center the cover. And you bring it up, tighten these bolts first to bring it up to the pan, and that flattens this surface right here against the block. Once you have that tightened, go ahead and torque the rest of them. And you can just back these off if you want to. Because sometimes, some people say like if you torque these first and you tighten all of these, you're pushing the cover that way up against the block, but then you're putting pressure on these, and you can just, I guess the best way to do it is to bring it up to the pan first, make sure this is level. This is obviously the same as the tool over there. It's keeping everything centered on the, with the cover and everything. So you torque these next, all the ones around the cover, then you release these and then torque them again. That way there's no pressure on anything, but whatever. And then, like I said, we need to find something, whatever size this is, to torque that down, 44 foot-pounds. And then we'll, because we did that one, the 44 foot-pounds. We did this one, 44 foot-pounds. This one's going to stay loose. I need it to prime the engine with oil, and then that one's gonna get torqued down to 44 foot-pounds. After that, of course, we'll buy an oil filter at some point, but rear cover's on, oil pan's on, front cover's on. Starting to look like a complete engine now. It's pretty cool. So all the pistons are in there. Obviously we're on the driver, or this is the driver's side. So this is 1, 3, 5, 7. Passenger side, we have 2, 4, 6, and 8. So we're done. Look at this looking like an actual short block. That's crazy. I can't believe we did this shit in my fucking room. Literally, my bed's right here. That's how I love this. See the camshaft down there? Looking beautiful. If I wanted to, I can install the lifters right now, but I ain't going to. We ain't going that far. Guess what though? That box right there, heads are in there. Ready to go.